This story takes place in May of 2025 in New York City, specifically in Times Square. I was in the lowest point of my life. I felt like a big disappointment. I was full of shame, full of grief. I thought that I was the worst person ever. I'm never gonna amount to anything. My life is over. I'm 22. My life is over. The rest of my life is gonna be horrible. And so I didn't want to go be around my family in Florida and face the music, face reality, deal with the consequences. So instead, I drove to New York City. I ended up in Times Square, and it was nighttime. And Times Square is full of advertising. Everyone's trying to distract you, get your money. There's bright lights. It's a very stimulating environment. And as I'm walking through Times Square, the highest picture in Times Square above all of it is a picture announcing the new pope. And it's an American pope, because the pope had just been elected in Rome, and so this was advertised. This is how I actually found out, and I was like, oh my gosh, the pope is an American. I'm an American, and America has existed for 10% of church history. The church is 2,000 years old. America is 250 years old, and I was like, wow, like God in writing history is using Americans to run the church and to spread the Christian message. And America plays such an important role in church history. And I was seeing that with my own eyes in Times Square, that the most prominent image wasn't an advertisement for a new car or a TV show or a movie or a makeup line, but it was advertising a new pope. And that pope was an American like me. And that gave me so much hope when I was so low in life. And I love to think about that story and seeing the new pope. And I'm not a Catholic, but there's a lot of the Catholic Church that I do respect and that I do love and admire from outside of the Catholic Church. But I am a Christian, but I'm not Catholic.